Virgo, let's get this party started. Alright? Let's get this classroom in session. Not saying that you gotta be a nerd, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of the times you are. But, you know, I know some Virgos that party their asses off too. So I'm just shooting this shit, y'all. That's like 3 or 4 curse words into the video, so. But you know what? So be it. Because although this is a financial reading, Virgo, it's not always all about the money. You understand? Venus falls in the sign of Virgo. Not saying that you shouldn't have any money though, Virgo. I'm actually hoping that this works out for you, you know? Regardless, it always works out for us. As long as we have shaped and molded our attitude to carry that out, you know? But nonetheless, I'm going to do a financial reading. It's going to be a 7-card draw. I'm not going to draw this out too long. It's going to be around 15 minutes, something like that. If you got to pause this video and come back to it later, so be it. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got the save and the playlist buttons and all of that great stuff that the internet provides, you know? It's understandable. But I'm going to be drawing a card relative to your financial concern and then your immediate past regarding that financial concern, followed by your immediate future regarding that financial concern, then your state of mind, then any obstacle that may be in your way, then any help that can be provided regarding that obstacle and your financial concern, and then lastly an outcome regarding that financial concern. How does that sound, Virgos? Probably sounds good. Probably got your spreadsheet out right now while looking at this. And I commend you if that's the case. Straight up. So I'm going to slice and dice this deck. You heard? Then we're going to get this thing on the road. Okay, so this is the financial concern at hand, Virgos. You're working on something. It's the 8 of Pentacles. I can see it. You're working on something and you feel good about it. It's joy coming from it. It's some type of newness to it. Even if you just feel new about it, it might be something that you already have been doing, but it just makes you feel brand new. Let's say that, right? This is something also that you are a master in. You've shown patience and resilience. You've concentrated on this, and it's presented rewards for you already in the past. So you might just be in the same vein of doing what you've normally been doing when it comes to money, Virgo. Routinely. That's Virgo. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, the reading isn't starting off spicy and all that and all. Okay, maybe we just need to stick to the things that we used to, right, Virgo? The practical way. Do the things that work. So the risk here is just the work, and the rewards are the rewards. And that's how you live your life. I mean, shit, I can't. This is a Virgo card. What are we talking about? What are we doing? Let's get to the immediate past regarding this financial concern, though. It's the King of Wands in reverse. Someone was lying. It's a lie. It's a liar. We have a liar, and it's one person that was fronting like they was a leader, and they wasn't. I don't think this is you, Virgo. I'm just keeping it a bean. I don't feel that this is you. I feel this is someone that you took interest in, maybe invested in. They appeared to be king-like, but they weren't. It was a front. It was a facade. It was makeup involved. But they had like this whole face card thing going on. You know, sometimes you put a face at a company just because they have an attractive face, but they're not the brains behind the operation. They're just the face, is what I'm getting with this person. And in order to promote themselves, they had to psych the public out in a way that made them appear to be more knowledgeable about something that they were just merely a student in. They really just stepped on the scene in regards to this. But they spoke it like they knew it. They talked it like they walked it, but it was all lies. Somehow that fucked with your bag, Virgo. Somehow that interfered with your money. Okay. So what is your immediate future regarding this financial concern? Ace of Cups. You start anew. I'm getting you drop this King in reverse. You learned from the experience and you're like, I'm not going through that shit again. At least with that person. You're not saying that you quit on trying new relationships and stuff. This says that you with a new relationship, no problem. You know that try again is a tried and true statement. And I'm getting the feeling that this might have even been a lover, Virgo. I'm thinking you might have took a chance with a significant other, your lover. That shit turned out sour. You seen something. It ain't even that you just liked the motherfucker or the broad, whoever it was. You just liked them, and you just like, oh, it only makes sense that they be successful like me. And you tried it, and you tried it. No. How about no? And now you got a new relationship. You got a new love in sight already. Something to make you feel emotionally connected. Someone. I'm saying it's someone in your immediate near future financially. And you know this. I think you know this person, as a matter of fact, too. I think they've come to you before and they offered you something before, but you was wrapped up in that. You heard? This person also got a sexual vibe to them. You might have thought that this person was a playboy, playgirl, and you ain't want that type of smoke. This person is more of the flashy type, more confident, even if they full of shit. And that somehow excited you. That somehow was enough to win you over. Like, okay, this guy, this girl, whatever, they could sell water to a whale. But that shit didn't work out. People seen right through that shit. But this, you're considering this. This is something that you know is more sound, but you just got to get out of the vein of believing that that it can't be you and them type shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that they going to cheat on you, and that you don't got to be that way, Virgo. That's what I'm feeling anyway, so I'm going to say it. Now, what is your current state of mind regarding this financial thing? And before I get there, though, I think this person is more secretive about their way of making money. And that's what had you on the fence as well before. Like, oh, I don't know about that. You know, too much mystery involved in there. What he or she got going on. So you might have to do a little bit more investigating. But it's going to excite you now because you got rid of that other situation. You understand? So this is your mind state right now. People are talking about that situation that you just got out of. They might even be saying that you're still in it. They might be saying, yo, this bitch or this motherfucker, he talk all that shit about so-and-so and such and such, but guess what? They still with him because I seen the car outside the other night. They might have a homeboy that or a homegirl that lives on the same block as you. And you know how that be. You might still be trying to keep watch, but it ain't really going on like these people think that it's going on. But they think you're a hypocrite. They think you bullshitting. They also might want what you have. This is all of the stuff that you got on your mind right now. But at the same time, you could give zero fucks. You don't care. So it's like you know what these people are saying and what they think about you, but you don't give a fuck. Straight up. Because you know what you have. You know it's some hating shit. I'm just keep it a bean. It's some hating shit. They being nosy. They want to know your business. And it's like, get the fuck out of here type shit. You know what I'm saying? yeah, we're going to keep it moving because that's just as upfront as it needs to be. Now, this is the obstacle regarding this financial concern of yours, Virgo. Loss. Now, I ain't going to hold you. There could be a loss coming your way that changes your whole vibe, your whole mood. This is the Five of Cups. So, I know this might sound a little wild, but this situation might come and go. This emotional you know what I'm saying? Uptick that you had it on the back burner before and now you're welcoming it in your life. But I said it. I said you ain't through with relationships. You're not going to carry that attitude, oh no, I can't start anew. I can't do this over again. Nah, you open-minded, open. You know you could do it again. And I'm not saying that that's exactly it, but I'm saying to at least be prepared for that. And if it's not that person, if it's not that person, I gotta say it. It's that person. The king that's full of shit. The king of wands in reverse that's full of shit. Man or woman, you make it fit how it's supposed to fit. Because look, you looking at them 3 spilt cups. You crying over spilt milk. Some shit that happened before. You got the new situation sitting right there behind you, and you still not fulfilled with that shit. What is it, too good to be true, Virgo? You tell me. Alright, but there's some heartbreak. But I think it's the old heartbreak. I don't think it's this new person fucking up that fast. I think this is relative to some old shit. And if it's not that, then some type of event is going to come up that's just going to make you emotionally sad. It might be something that deals with someone totally outside of this situation. And I don't want to say the worst, but, you know, could be that too. Some type of accident, some type of freak accident or something. And I don't mean that they're going to pass on, and they might be hanging on, but expect some type of news that fucks with you, that breaks your heart. Yeesh. That's the obstacle. Let's look at the help. Where you going to get some help regarding this? Got more emotions in the play. So we got the 7 of Cups here. There's going to be so many opportunities presented to you regarding this thing that it's going to be like a dream come true. You're going to tell yourself, I knew I could always do this. The multiple opportunities might, how should I say it, might cause you to procrastinate because you're going to be using your imagination so much to figure out where it's going to bring you, what the outcome is going to be. But I'm looking at that as that's a good thing, that you need that, because you're going to be faced with making a decision, some type of choice. Therefore, daydreaming is actually going to help you because you're going to be able to envision how this is going to play out. You're going to envision this in your head based upon how it's going to make you feel. And that's the type of decision that you're going to be, or that's what you're going to be basing your decision on. Now, this help that I'm talking about regarding this financial situation may just be there just for you to daydream about, but not to make any decision yet for. Follow me? And there's going to be reason for that, and it's probably going to come up in the outcome, which is the next card. But listen to me when I tell you that. And So I would say, despite how emotionally fulfilled you're going to be by all of these options, the reluctance to show it is going to assist you in having some type of calm of making the decision when it is time to make the decision. But show some patience with it. And it's not going to, but also don't trick yourself into believing that it's not going to happen because some feeling of procrastination is going to be at hand. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm taking too long, so it's not going to happen. No. Keep daydreaming. We're talking about 7 cups here. See the overwhelming of it? Like, oh my goodness. It's true. All of this, I always knew I could get all of this, but all of this is right in front of me right now. Give me a minute. Because you got 2 hands. Can't carry 7 cups. You heard? Shit. All right, let's get the outcome card. This is the outcome card regarding this financial situation. Bam. It's the Emperor. This card is just loving all of us in the zodiac world today. This is the outcome, Virgo. So you can, I don't know if you want to celebrate now or if you want to, like, you're the G of this shit. All right? You're going to have what it is that you want. Flat out. You're going to be stable. You love stability. Things are going to be structured. You value structure. All of this and whatever, all of this that you're involved with right here is going to lead to long-term success. Okay? So you're going to be, you're going to be the fine person with the grays, the silvers. If I don't know. There's all, I'm studying something to like reverse that too. So I don't know. You're going to get many laps around the sun and you're going to be successful in all of this that's jumbled up in this. Now, you got some ups and downs in here. You're going to have some emotional hurts in here, but it's part of it, right? But you're going to remain logical and focused in the long run, and that's important when you're talking about foundation and having things, being established. That's all I got for y'all.